Hey College Success, welcome to your week 7 video. So we're going to go ahead and before I hop in there, I'm going to just remind you that, your lessons videos here, your workshop video is coming due. So you want to make sure that you are getting that workshop done. I know you have until week 16, but still you want to make sure that you're getting in there and completing, attending, submitting that verification. So week 7, if you have not already, go ahead and watch your chapter 5 lecture video. It gives you basis for understanding for our chapter. And we're going to go ahead and hop into week 7. This is going to be a little different than week 6 because week 6 was kind of a break from our norm, really. Week 7 gets us right back to where we were. So you have your discussion post and your assignment and your quiz for the chapter. So chapter 5 is talking about kind of being stronger readers, more effective readers, along with note-taking. So you'll see that kind of thread as we go through these assignments. So if we hop in, you have a discussion forum, so back to your discussion forum, that you need to respond your original response by Wednesday for week 7 attendance, responded to classmates by Sunday. The prompt is, imagine you were given a chapter to read in your American history class about the Gettysburg Address. Write down what you already know about this document. So what you already know, I'm not grading you on, oh, how much do you already know about the Gettysburg Address? What is going to be looked at is the second part of the question. How might thinking through this prior knowledge help you better understand the text? So again, I'm not going to grade you on how much or how little you know about the Gettysburg, but just think through it. Like, what do you know? Who was involved? The names, the time period, the content, and then how might thinking through prior knowledge help you with this text? And so how might thinking through that help you understand the text a little bit more? If you need to do a quick Google search, that's fine. I understand. But again, you're thinking through this prior knowledge. How might thinking about what you know about a text help you as you're getting ready to read something new or build upon prior knowledge? The next assignment is your chapter 5 assignment. So it's over the 7 deadly sins of students. You're going to click on this. It's going to open up into a PDF. You're going to read the 7 deadly sins of students. It's not terribly long, about 2.5 pages. When you're done, you're going to open up this PDF right here. And then it's going to ask you this series of questions. So these are all reading-based questions. So where's the author's thesis? So the thesis is the overall idea, the overall summary sentence almost of a large chunk of text. So you want to tell me what the thesis is, and then, where is it located? So one sentence summary of the entire article, and then is it in the first paragraph, is it the end paragraph, is it paraphrased? So how would you go about telling what the thesis is and where it is located? What's the author's tone? Kind of their attitude toward this topic, and why do you think so? How effective is their argument? Do you think they're doing a good job getting their point across? Why or why not? What are their strengths and weaknesses? Do they provide examples, statistics, experiences, or not? What are they doing well and what do they need to work on? Do you agree with the author? Why or why not? If you had to come up with the opposite viewpoint, what points would you make to kind of counteract that? And then what are some 7 deadly sins of teachers and professors? You don't have to come up with 7, but the title of the article is 7 deadly sins. So are there any deadly sins of teachers and professors? When you're done, you want to make sure you save it with your changes to your desktop or wherever that is and submit that. Okay, so you're reading this first, and then you are responding to that PDF questions. And then finally, your chapter 5 quiz. Remember, this is a reading-focused chapter, so this is talking about studies say that today's students tend to spend less time on their reading. Do you feel that's the case for you? How does your reading now compare to when you were younger? What kind of reading do you do on social media? Do you think this differs from college reading? And I'm really curious to see what you think about this one. Do you think social media has a positive or negative effect on your reading? Question 2 talks about our preset biases or prejudices. Do you think that impacts the kind of books we read, the way we interact with people? Question 3 says on section 5.2, so if we go in our textbook, chapter 5, 5.2, under adequate time for reading, you can see there are some quotes in there. Your job is to pick one of those quotes, explain what you think it means, and if you agree or disagree. Question 4 talks about Cornell notes and just general note-taking, outlining, concept mapping. Have you tried any of those? Do you use apps? What fits your learning best? And then question 5 is talking about kind of like modality of reading. When you want to learn something, do you read or do you watch a video? And how has the integration of different types of media, such as YouTube, impacted your reading habits? All right, so all of those are very reading-based.